police department arrive at a home in search of three individuals, a mother, father, and their adult son. The family are about to be arrested after a disturbing discovery was made at a local hospital some months earlier in the summer. An 18-year-old teen with an intellectual disability, the daughter within this family unit, had given birth to a child, and believe it or not, the baby's biological father was her own brother, the adult son.
Yeah, from here.
All right. I want to start this lesson by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah, Quadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles and teachers and wise men of great millstone that I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Salutations out there to the elect. All right. I want to do a quick lesson going into this video I came across. And as you heard, that boy, which supposedly had a disability, or supposedly has a disability, he discovered the nakedness or slept with his sister, you see, which in the eyes of the Lord, that's wickedness. And the Lord gave us a law and a commandment not to follow the wickedness of these other nations, because that's what the Egyptians did. If you know the history, the Egyptians used to do abominable works like that. So also the Canaanites. So let's start with that scripture in the book of Leviticus. Or let's start with the scripture, with the first scripture in the book of Leviticus. Salakia. This is Leviticus. Let's see. Leviticus 18. As you can see, the heading says laws on immoral relations. All right. Leviticus 18 verse 1, it says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am the Lord your God." Verse 3, "After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do." You see? Because the Egyptians, they used to do that. They committed incest and still do. These heathen nations, they commit a lot of incest. But one of the primary places back then that they committed incest is the land of Egypt. It says, shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan. You see, also in the land of Canaan. The Canaanites, that's a custom that they picked up. You see? Shall ye not do? You see, whether I bring you, shall ye not do, see? Neither shall you walk in their ordinances, you see? Because these heathen nations, these Egyptians and these Canaanites, they used to commit incest by discovering the nakedness of their family members. You see? So the Lord commanded us not to follow after the ways of these other nations. But a lot of our people, being as wicked as they are, being rebellious, they decide to commit wicked and abominable acts such as this.
Good.
Mom! Mom!
Hold on, just relax.
Mom!
Just relax, Nathaniel. Relax. Hey, Tamika, come out here. Come out here. Hey, sorry, I got one more. Come out here. Put your bowl down.
And you see, when Israelites begin to do the wickedness that these other nations do, the Lord, his eye is abundant for evil instead of good, you see. So the Lord is bringing judgment upon this family because of that, you see. Which it says, a dark family secret, you see. That secret got out, you see, because the eyes of the Lord are everywhere, beholding the good and the evil, you see.
This is Mom. You want to grab him and I'll grab her? Okay. How about if I get your cuffs first? Turn around for me.
What's up?
You got an arrest warrant, so that's why you're in going in
I
custody.
got an arrest warrant.
Yeah, you're Tamika, right?
How?
Just turn around for me, okay?
I'm trying to ask how.
I'll tell you.
Arrest.
I'll tell you. For child neglect.
For child neglect?
Yep. Are your two daughters in the house?
No.
Okay.
For child neglect?
Yep. Headquarters, I got 3 in custody. Come on.
Sir, I
Come on.
didn't neglect my child.
That's fine. You got an arrest warrant. I'm not saying you did, but I got a warrant for you, okay? Got a warrant for all 3 of you, actually. You got any weapons on you or anything, bro? I'm not going to check you.
And that's the wickedness of our people. Verse 3 again, after the doings of the land of Egypt wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in their ordinances. Let's read this in the NLT. Let's see what it says. You see, there are a lot of wicked among our people. Or a lot of wickedness among our people. Let's see what it says in the NLT. It says, so do not act like the people in Egypt where ye used to live, or like the people in Canaan where I am taking you. You must not imitate their way of life. You see, because the Canaanites and the Egyptians, that was a way of life unto them, committing incest with your family members. Very, very wicked.
Check you, but I'm
I
gonna...
just got finished talking to my caseworker.
Okay, well, these warrants are confirmed, so... Let me just take it straight down.
What?
Thanks. Copy.
Can I get this? I need to call my caseworker. I need to call my caseworker.
I'll tell you what, if you hang out with her, Sarge, I think I got an extra pair in my... Slide over here for me. All right, so Tamika, so he's got a warrant for child neglect, a felony warrant. You got a felony warrant for child neglect. He's got a felony warrant for sexual something or another, okay? So you all 3 got warrants. That's why we're here.
Oh, who put the warrants out?
Oklahoma County. They put it out September 25th. They've all been confirmed.
September 25th?
Yes, ma'am.
My caseworker didn't let me know nothing about it.
They may not know.
Right now, I'm going to court right now to get my daughters back.
I got you. Well, that's the civil side, right? Now, getting your daughters back is Child Protective Services. This is the criminal side. All right, slide over here for me. Come over.
Hey, Keith, make sure you let one up in the trunk. All my money in there. Keith.
And I wasn't.
You gonna lay it out and lock the door? Okay.
Hey, Junior, scoot over, man. I got to put your mom in here, too.
I've never neglected my child.
And I'm not saying...
Keith, push the seat back.
These seats don't go back, brother.
I never neglected my child.
And I'm not saying you have, but y'all have warrants. That's why I'm out here, okay?
All right, I'm not going to play the whole video, but as you can see, the Lord is judging, bringing judgment upon this family because they obviously knew. You see, they obviously knew. Or it's like they knew, but they decided to keep it a secret. Let's see. Let's skip ahead, Salakia. Bear with me.
Okay.
Okay.
You left the house?
There's somebody in there to get my boo.
I'll get you boots.
Because I can't.
I got you.
Hold on.
Come on.
House is the way to leave.
All right, slide on in, okay?
All right, all the windows are up, all 4 doors are locked.
All right, so you locked the house door too?
Yep.
Go about the house, though.
All right, Salakia. Let's wait till this ad go by. But as you can see, Israel has always been wicked, or has followed after the wickedness of these other nations. Salakia.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
It's right there.
Right as I walk in the door?
In my room.
To my child neglect.
Child neglect.
What do you mean by somebody neglecting him and them?
Come on down.
Hey,
Come on,
Christmas
it's
Day.
down at the county.
What county? What county?
Yeah, he says it's down for the county.
He said they got
a felony warrant.
they got a container on.
A felony warrant.
See, we should have never came back to the house with you, see, baby. I told you.
I would have went to jail too by myself.
No, we should have never came.
We should have came out. I should have been done left. I was thinking about leaving earlier, and I would have never been
I'm talking about that. I'm talking about no,
I just got finished making soybeans.
but anyway, we ain't do nothing.
And
I was just come get my clothes.
and I ain't got my phone book with me or nothing.
I'll come get my clothes.
Because I called Candy.
No, you get a phone to the jail.
But I don't
We're going to jail.
know her
You ain't taking
number.
no but to jail.
I don't know her number.
For how many days?
I don't know her number
Till
by heart.
they find what's going on. They got a container on hold up in jail because they think we behind and we all three waiting together.
Yeah, he asked me, was the girl in? I said, he ain't in here.
You got to post bond. It's usually 10%. So the parents, you got 500. He's got 2,500.
On July 1st, 2024, Lieutenant Brett South of the Village Police Department was called to a hospital in Oklahoma by the Department of Human Services after the 18-year-old girl in question had, of course, gave birth. DHS became involved after hospital staff raised concerns while attempting to identify the baby's father. The teen initially stated that her boyfriend had got her pregnant, but nurses questioned the validity of her account and feared she may have been a victim of abuse by a family member. When DHS investigators interviewed her, they received similar answers. They knew that something was amiss, so they requested assistance from the village police department to conduct a more thorough investigation. Upon arriving at a hospital on July 1st, Lieutenant South received the same explanation the others had been given. The baby's father was the teen's boyfriend. But just like medical staff and DHS investigators, he suspected she was withholding the truth. Determined to find out what was really happening then, Lieutenant South gently reassured her that she wasn't in trouble and that her baby wouldn't be taken from her. And it was there, after some coaxing, the teen finally revealed some new information. Something truly horrific. She said her dad, 66-year-old Nathaniel Molden, was the baby's father. When asked how she knew, she further explained that her mother, Tamika Molden, had told her she suspected that to be the case after she had caught Nathaniel leaving her bedroom under suspicious circumstances roughly 9 months before the birth. Tamika later told Lieutenant South that she had not reported the matter to law enforcement because she wanted to wait until the child was born. That way a DNA test could be conducted to confirm if Nathaniel was indeed the father. As horrifying as the revelation was, ultimately, it wasn't the truth. According to police, Nathaniel never had any sexual relations with his daughter. She had simply gone along with Tamika's story. Given her intellectual disability, the police understood why she did so. So, who was the father then? Well, the answer to that is just as horrifying. As you already know, it was her 19-year-old brother, Nathaniel Molden Jr. During a subsequent interview, Nathaniel Jr. admitted to having sexual relations with his sister, and on one occasion in the past, the pair had been caught by their parents, and had...
See the wickedness of Jake? You see? Very wicked. Very wicked. All right. Let's scroll down. Verse 18, it says, thou shalt not, it's Salakia. Let's read up. Salakia. Verse 4, it says, ye shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk therein. I am the Lord your God. You see, the Lord expected us to keep his law, statutes, and commandments so that we can be a holy people. But a lot of our people, they choose to follow the ways of these heathen nations and follow after their abominable works, you see. Verse 5, ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do it, he shall live in them. I am the Lord. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him to uncover his nakedness or their nakedness. Salakia, I am the Lord, you see? And that's what this Jake did. He discovered the nakedness of his sister, which it'll state that. Let's continue to read. It says, verse 7, the nakedness of your father or the nakedness of your mother shalt thou not uncover. She is thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Verse 8, the nakedness of thy father's wife shalt thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. Verse 9, the nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or the daughter of thy mother, wherein she was born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness shalt thou not uncover. You see? So the wickedness of these Israelites, it's beyond what these heathens, used to do. Our people, they do worse than the heathen. And like I stated before or earlier in the lesson, they knew. Let's get another scripture. This is 1 Timothy 1:8. It says, but we know that the law is good if a man use it lawfully. You see, because that's going to be the man that keeps the law. You see, because he knows that it is good, because it keeps him upright. Verse 9, knowing this, that the law was not made for a righteous man, because the righteous man is going to keep the good of the law. You see, he's going to keep it automatically in order to be upright, because the Lord made man upright, but man has sought many inventions. It says, but the lawless and disobedient, for the ungodly and sinners, for the unholy and profane, for murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers, for whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind, for man stealers, for liars, for perjured persons, and if there be anything that is contrary to sound doctrine. You see, because the Lord gave us the law as a part of the sound doctrine, which is good, and made us holy and separate from these other nations. You see, but a lot of our people, they decide to follow in these footsteps of the wicked. You see, and therefore the Lord is gonna visit people like this.
And had been spanked as punishment, a direct contradiction to his mother's testimony. She maintained she was unaware of any relations between the children. Junior would also tell detectives that although they had a sexual relationship in the past, the last time they had intercourse was around 2 years before the pregnancy, when both were minors. Investigators later determined he wasn't being truthful, as the DNA results showed a 99% match to him. All three were ultimately charged for their roles in the case. Nathaniel Sr. and Tamika were charged with child neglect, while Nathaniel Jr. was charged with incest. They all initially pleaded not guilty, but their stances changed as the court proceedings progressed. In December 2024, shortly after his arrest, Nathaniel Jr. pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Then came Tamika. In March of 2026, she pleaded no contest and received a 7-year deferred sentence. Essentially, she was placed on strict probation, which was oversaw by the Department of Corrections. Any violations of the conditions put in place will result in her serving the full remaining term in jail. And finally, in May 2026, Nathaniel Sr. pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 5 years in prison.
All right. And so
is private student loan debt wrecking your...
And so the Lord visited their iniquity, or visit them with judgment for the wickedness of their doings. All right. So I'll end the lesson here. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rikakwadash. Do not commit incest, for it will bring very great anger upon thyself, the anger of the Lord. Ye shall be judged harshly. And that's to you Israelites out there. You talk all blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. All right, shalom.